Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. It's been a while since I've released any of these lately, but decided to hop back into it. Been really busy at my day job, and it's kind of draining, as all of you probably already know. Cover some topics before we get to the presentation. Let you know about 2 weeks ago, my wife and I became completely debt free. That's something I definitely recommend for anybody who's wanting to take control of their life and leave that assembly line, get out of that working class job. Once you start or stop giving everybody else your money, you'll be able to keep it and start doing things with it. Imagine the day that you don't have any debts and your boss tells you something you don't like, and you go, okay, I'm leaving, and that's it. You don't have to concern yourself with being in debt up to your eyeballs just for toys. Another thing I wanted to cover is if you look on the right hand side of my website, you'll notice that I have a newsletter sign up. I know I had something there before, but I've upgraded, where I actually have email newsletter, so I can let everybody know when I release these, or if I find interesting articles that you might find of value. I just wanted to get in better contact with everybody and do something better than just sending out regular emails. Get too many people on that list, they end up going to the spam filter, and I need to stop that. And the final piece I wanted to cover is a friend of mine named Brent Green and I are going to be starting a podcast. Hopefully it will be released this coming Monday, April 4th, 2011. You can actually see it in this top of this article I wrote last week. And it's going to cover pursuing your calling and all topics related to that. I advise you guys join in and take a look at it. It's pretty interesting topics we're going to cover. Getting to the subject today, how to please everybody. Pleasing everybody is something that we're going to have to try to do, we want to do, in doing a good job at our job. But actually, let me take a step back. I'm thinking too many ideas at once. I had a good meeting with my friend Grant Bradshaw today. He's another gentleman who has left the assembly line just like I did. Individuals that are able to think about what they want their future to be like and decide, hey, I don't like working the assembly line job. I want to do something better. Grant has become a personal trainer, and right now he works at Gold's Gym in Westport in the Kansas City area. If anybody's in Kansas City, I advise you go visit with him if you want to change your body. He's doing some great stuff with some people out there. Also, are you providing for your family? I know that we all think of providing for our family considering the financial providing, but what if you're spending all your time at work and not being able to actually provide yourself to your family, your time? Teach your kids and spend time with your wife. That's one of the reasons why I'm really driving towards helping everybody escape this working class world and to do something that you're in control of your life. Alright, going back to the topic I want to cover this evening. Had a friend of mine ask, how do I please everybody? Well, it's going to be hard to please everybody. I don't think you can do it. You're never going to make everybody happy. Oh, actually taking another step back, and you'll notice that I like to sidetrack a lot. You notice my pictures have upgraded. I found that you can use these pictures from Flickr for free. Not all the pictures, the ones that are in the Commons, or I can't remember what it's called. Creative Commons, that's what it is. And as long as you give the folks credit for their work, you can use their pictures. And some of these pictures are kind of crazy. Anyway, back to the topic. You can never make everybody happy. No matter how hard you try, there are some people that are going to be in all kinds of moods. Your goal is just to kind of maneuver yourself around each individual's personality because you're the only one that you can control. Generally, I think there are three types of people. You have your happy people, you know those. You have your unhappy people. That's why we're really targeting the subject. And you have your people that don't care either way. You need to work with all kinds of people. So you've got to figure out how to navigate the world dealing with these individuals. Starting with the happy people. Happy people generally go along with everything and they're excited to try new things. I think I fall in that category of happy people. If I see somebody doing something new, I'm interested to see how I can help, and excited to see them make progress. I'm not concerned with them getting better than me. I actually want people to get better than me in certain areas. It's exciting to me to help other people grow. Happy people are the ones you generally want to spend most of your time around. They're going to encourage you, help you step up to new things in the world, but I think these people are very hard to find, the special ones. The next topic, how do you like this guy? He looks like an unhappy person. Unhappy people are looking for things to be unhappy about, and that may be you they want to be happy about. They're always targeting something or somebody. I know if you work in any place that you deal with customers, if you've ever worked at Walmart, I worked at Walmart while I was in college, and man, you would have people that are just coming in ready to fight, and you had to learn how to work with these people. I have to admit I didn't do the greatest job working with these individuals, but it's nothing against you. You can't do anything about it. They're going to be unhappy about something, and you may get in that way of that. Alright, and then you've got the ones. These are a little weird to deal with. The ones that don't care. They're not going to support you, but they're not going to go against you. They're just there to go with the flow. If it starts raining, it starts raining. They don't care. If the sun's out, they don't care. If you ask them to do a different job, they don't care. They're just going to do it. How do you like this picture? It's Angry Birds. Probably in about a year, somebody's going to be watching this video and have no idea what this Angry Birds thing is. You're going to have to work the hardest with the unhappy people. The unhappy people are going to use up most of your energy and most of your time. Your goal is to get away from the unhappy people. What do you think about this bad mouth? I've got a funny story about this. I had a buddy of mine in college. He likes to party a lot. And I guess one time he was at a party and he saw a girl with some teeth. I don't know if they're similar, but they were spaced out somewhat. And he walked up to her and said, "You know what, I'm going to skip this story. I'm going to offend somebody. If you want, you can send me an email and I'll tell you the story. I don't want to offend people." You folks will notice that I'm going to stick my foot in my mouth, especially if you get to know me. It's quite entertaining for everybody around. Not entertaining for me. I almost did it there. Probably kind of did. Anyway, people that are in a bad mood are going to be the first to badmouth you. They're going to throw you under the bus. If you own your own company, work for your company, they're going to throw you under the bus. That's why you got to be very careful avoiding these individuals. They're going to, for instance, they're upset and you happen to be in their way that day, they're going to say bad things about you, your company, whatever you're doing, just because they're upset at whatever it is. You can't help that. And if they tell somebody else a bad story, that's going to spread through the grapevine and make you look really bad, make your reputation. So be careful. Watch yourself around these individuals. Now, there's one trick that I use that I have to make changes in my company around unhappy people. And this takes a lot of energy, but it gets the job done. I always find that individual that's going to fight me the hardest, fight me the most, and try to avoid making any changes that I want to implement. This is the individual you need to spend the most time with, convincing them, working with them, trying to show them, trying to get them to help you make this change. Because once you finally get these people over that roadblock, they're going to be more than willing to help you progress. They've got some time invested in this. Now they are going to want to help everybody else. They're not going to be shooting your plans down. They're going to be making sure it goes because they're invested. So anytime you have to make a change, find that individual that's going to fight it the most. Spend most of your time getting them to help you and getting them to learn about it and getting them to accept it. Once they truly accept it, they're going to be your biggest fighters for whatever change you're trying to make. Now, how do you like this dude? He's avoiding something. Who knows what he did? Maybe he stuck his foot in his mouth. You need to avoid unhappy people. These folks are what I call the naysayers. They're always going to poo-poo anything you're doing. If you're wanting to read a book so you can get smarter and leave that assembly line, if you're wanting to lose weight, if you're wanting to stop watching TV or start eating healthier, they're going to poo-poo whatever your ideas are. Avoid these people. These people, you can't always avoid them, especially if they're in your family, but just be aware they're around, and if you can, stay away from them best you can. Surround yourself with people that are going to be happy, that are encouraging. Now, in that same vein, if you own a company, if you're an entrepreneur, if you want to start your own company, you need to think about this. Get rid of your bad customers. Your bad customers a lot of times are unhappy people, and your bad customers are going to make you spend most of your energy, and they're going to make you the least amount of money. Your good customers, they're going to come back to you time after time for your help on whatever they're working on, and they're going to be excited about what you're doing. They're not going to want to fight you the whole way. So if you have bad customers, get rid of them. I know, especially if you're starting out in the entrepreneurial world, you think that if you don't take on these all customers and take on everybody, your business is going to tank. Don't think of it that way. You've got to boot these customers very quickly, because it'll give you that time you would have spent fighting them, helping somebody who actually cares. And that's it. I hope everybody got some good information from this presentation. If you get a chance, please sign up for my newsletter, like I said, over here on the right hand side. And I hope if you guys have any questions or any ideas or any topics you'd like to learn about, you contact me over here, also on the right hand side. Ask Josh at joshbullock.com. Well, thank you very much. That is Josh Bullock with thebootstrapcoach.com. Let me know how I can help. Thank you very much.